Last week, I went 5-8. It's not good. I mean, to be fair, there was some upsets. I mean, like the Dolphins beating the terrible Colts, Titans beating the Chiefs, Steelers beating the Rams. Just stuff like that. There were some upsets. I mean, Matthew Stafford didn't play because of a back injury. So the Bears took down the Lions. So, hey, you can't really blame me. Oh, yeah. Falcons beating the Saints? Like, come on, man. I'm just saying, you can't blame me for that atrocious week 10. Hopefully, week 11 goes way better. And, I think it will. But let's get into these predictions. Starting off with the Thursday night football game, Steelers at Browns. The Browns haven't beat the Steelers in 5 years, I believe is what it is. The Steelers right now, they're on a roll. They've won like 4 games in a row. They're currently sitting at 5-4. They have that 6th seed on hold right now for the moment. And I think the Steelers are going to win this game. I think that Steelers defense is playing really good. Probably like the best defense in the NFL right now. And I don't think Baker Mayfield is going to be able to move the ball against these Steelers defense. And I think the Steelers offense is going to do just enough to get the win. So I am taking the Steelers in this one. Next game, Falcons at Panthers. The Panthers, they barely lost last week in a snowy game versus a very good Green Bay team, while the Falcons, like I said, they upset the Saints. I don't know, man. Like, I want to pick the Panthers because they've been the best team, or the better team out of these two the whole season. But what the Falcons did last week, that was kind of like the Falcons playing up to their potential. I don't know if that was just, a random good game for the Falcons, or if the Falcons are finally getting it figured out. Even if the Falcons figured it out, it's too late, But I'm gonna go with the Panthers on this one. I feel like the Panthers are the safe pick here. The Falcons, like I said, even if they have finally figured it out, even if they get their season turned around, if they win out, 9-7 is the best possible record they can have, and 9-7 isn't good enough to get you into the playoffs. Next game, Cowboys at Lions. I'm just uncertain about Matthew Stafford's status for this game. If Stafford plays, should be a close game. If Stafford doesn't play, I think the Cowboys blow out the Lions. But I have to take the Cowboys in this one. I just do not see the Cowboys losing what is probably a must-win game. The Cowboys cannot afford to fall to 5-5. They got to get to 6-4. Next game, Jaguars at Colts. I am taking the Jaguars in this one. The Colts, they're currently in a downward spiral, having lost 2 games in a row to one really bad team, the Dolphins, and a pretty decent team, the Steelers. But what people don't know is this Colts team should have a 4-game losing streak if the referees hadn't helped them out against the Texans and the Broncos. So this Colts team, even though Jacoby Brissett will be back, I don't think they're good enough to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off a bye week with their starting quarterback, Nick Foles. I think Foles will go into Indy and take down the Colts and put the Jaguars back on track. Both these teams after this game will be at 5-5. Next game, Bills at Dolphins. Taking the Bills, man. Dolphins, they've won 2 in a row, but at some point the Dolphins are going to go back to tanking. I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they're like, you know what? I don't want Tua. Let's go with Trevor Lawrence in 2 years. So they decided to win a couple games to mess that up. I don't know what the Dolphins are thinking, man. But I do think the Bills are a better team. They have a way better defense. Offensively, they're better as well. But I mean, like I said, Josh Allen sucks. So I mean, whatever. That's neither here nor there. I just think the Bills are overall a better team, and they'll take down the Dolphins. Texans at Ravens. I am taking the Texans in this one simply because they have a way better quarterback. They have a good run defense. They have speed at the linebacker position, and their secondary has been better as of late. And the Texans are getting healthy at the right time, and they're coming off a bye week, so everything's pointing towards a Houston win. So I am taking the Texans. Broncos at Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings. The Broncos. Yeah, I'm sorry, Broncos, but I don't trust your quarterbacks. I don't trust their coaching staff. I don't like this Broncos team at the moment, man. There's not much to like. Philip Lindsay, he's okay. He's been doing okay this season. Not as good as last year. Cortland Sutton has been doing some good things. Von Miller's been okay, but I don't see much to like about this Broncos team this season. I feel like they're still like 2-3 years away from being a Super Bowl contender again, how they were in years past. I just think with the Broncos, man, I think John Elway's got to go. I don't think he's it, honestly. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl, went to 2 with Peyton Manning, but what has he done since then? Nothing. Next game, Jets at Redskins. I don't know, man. Both these teams suck really bad, but I'm going to go with the Jets because I trust Sam Darnold more than I do Haskins. Even though I love Haskins, I don't think Haskins is quite ready just yet. So I am taking Sam Darnold's Jets. Saints at Buccaneers. I am taking the Saints in this one. I just don't see the Saints dropping 2 in a row to a divisional opponent that they're clearly better than, you know? So I think the Saints rebound this week and get a win. Cardinals at 49ers. I'm taking the Niners in this one. I mean, Cardinals aren't very good. Even though last time they played, it was a very close game, but the Cardinals are still not very good. The Niners, clearly one of the better teams in the NFL. So I think the Niners take care of business here at home and, you know, get an easy win. Bengals at Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders. The Raiders currently sitting at 5-4. The Bengals, well, they haven't won a game, and they're not going to win a game here. I think the Raiders easily take care of business and beat the Bengals. Patriots at Eagles. I am taking the Patriots in this one. Even though there's a must-win game for the Eagles, I don't think the Eagles have what it takes to beat the Patriots. Even though, you know, they beat them in the Super Bowl, like, 2 years ago. I don't think the Eagles have what it takes, honestly. I don't. Bears at Rams. Jesus Christ. A battle of 2 teams that are clearly underperforming. They both suck. But I'm going to have to choose the less sucky one. The Rams. This was a tough one, man. It's a really tough one. Don't get me wrong. I love that Bears defense. I definitely think they can hold Jared Goff to 0 points. But the Bears have Mitchell Trubisky, who's worse than Goff. I think they're both terrible, don't get me wrong, but I think Trubisky is worse than Goff, so I'm taking the Rams in an ugly, boring type of game. Chiefs at Chargers in Mexico City. I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs in this one. I don't think the Chiefs lose 2 in a row. I don't think they lose to the Chargers. The Chargers, they're banged up. They lost last week to the Raiders. I think the Chiefs are slightly better than the Raiders, so yeah, I think the Chiefs get a win here and go to 7-4, while the Chargers, they fall to 4-7. Yikes. And yeah, those are my predictions for the week. Comment down below your own predictions for the week, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.